Hey BC, Gary's Vinyl Dungeon here. I want to put an entry in for Rob Walker's Let the Music Play channel. He just wanted 5 records that you haven't shown on the BC yet. This is pretty easy for me because mostly all I've shown is stuff like that I've gotten recent purchases on, and there's I have a lot of records. So this was pretty easy for me, and what I did was kind of go through my kind of favorite artist and picked out an album out of each one. I have a lot more of the favorite artists than the 5, but I just went with these 5. But let me get started here. Everybody knows this album. Pet Sounds by the Beach Boys. This is a mono copy. This is a recent release. I think it was 16, I think, when this was released. I think. Anyway, this is their 11th studio album. This is the first album they came out with that wasn't kind of the surfer, group of songs they come up with. Actually, Brian Wilson wrote most of these songs while the rest of them were on tour back in California. And he kind of didn't want to tour anymore. And he sat down and basically come up with this album. It came out in May of 1966, and I can't hardly believe it's been that long. Yeah, long time. Next album, Black Sabbath, debut album, Black Sabbath. Everybody, I think, knows this album. And it came out in 1970, June. June in the U.S., February in UK. It was basically the first, they considered the first heavy metal album. And they came out with this album, and people right away started thinking they were worshiping the devil and everything. And they got this bad rap, Black Sabbath, and basically they were all Catholic Christians, but just because of the music they were playing. But yeah, next one here is I know everybody knows this album too, and it's by Bob Dylan, Blood on the Tracks. Great album by Dylan. I have 40 some of his albums, like I've said before. It was his 15th studio album. I got my notes down here, that's why I'm looking. It came out in January 20th. It wasn't received real well when it first came out. But then it made it to I think 16th on the Rolling Stones top 500 list. And Dylan's son actually said it was kind of an autobiography album. Him and his wife Sarah were having issues, and his son said it was basically them two talking to each other. That's what these songs were. And but Dylan denied all that. He said it had nothing to do with his life. But I know most artists write songs from their own personal life, so I kind of believe the son. But yeah, that's that one. And I just wanted to show this one, Bootleg. I had more Blood on the Tracks, Bob Dylan. I don't need to talk about this one, but it just came out. Next guy I wanted to show was Neil Young's first album. Good album, good debut album. And let me get to my notes here. It came out in November of '68. And that, like I said, I can remember that when he came out. It's right after he left Buffalo Springfield. Good album. Went on to become pretty big hit. Next on my list here is, if anybody's watched my channel, they know I'm a huge Pink Floyd fan. So this is Pink Floyd's debut album and the only album with Syd Barrett on it. I like that song, what is it, Emily. Yeah, I'm just got out of having low blood sugar, but yeah, it's here somewhere. No, it ain't on this. I could have swore Emily, the song Emily was on there. And this is, name of this album is Piper at the Gates of Dawn. I gotta look at that up. Anyway, that's it. That's my 5 that I wanted to send out. I've gotten more albums, but I'm not gonna show them yet. But I'm not gonna let it get too piled up here. I'm gonna go through and listen to them all this time instead of showing them without having some kind of review on them. But there you go, Robert. There's my entry into your contest, and congratulations on 100 subs. But take care, everyone. ABC, I just wanted to add something to this video, because I knew the See Emily Play It was on that album, but I got 2 albums. One's the British issue, and one's the American issue. And that was omitted on this album. And Astronomy Domain was on the British or American version. Or no, it's the other way around. That's on the British version. I just got out of low blood sugar, and my brain ain't working really 100%. Yeah, I just wanted to put that in there because I looked on that album and I'm thinking, man, I know See Emily Plays on there, but I got doubles almost all my Pink Floyd. I had the individual albums that were some represses, some regular releases, first release. And when they started reissuing them all on 180, I went out and bought all those too that came out. So that's when I grabbed that one out of there, not thinking, and that's why I was kind of confused about that song. But okay, everybody have a great day, man.